We are coming into Damascus. We're not going to be able to make it through Damascus all the way home, but we just want to take a little look as we come through here. This was really hard hit by Hurricane Helene. We can see that they've got a like a command center, it looks like, setting up over here to the left.
And a roadblock. So you have to run in your window, baby.
And a roadblock. Okay. Multiple officers here. Let's see what they're saying. Town of Glade Spring, Washington County. Sheriff, Washington County. Got deputies out here. Maybe State Patrol, it looks like we just passed.
How y'all doing?
Doing all right.
Where y'all headed to?
Heading
Mountain
to
City,
Backbone
we
Rock,
hope.
Shady Valley, hopefully.
To
Mountain City.
Mountain
to
City,
Mountain
but
City,
we're
you're going
hoping
to go through Shady
back-
Valley.
Yeah.
You can
that's
get
what
there
we're
through
trying to
Shady
do.
Valley. It's the only way though.
Okay, need to go down by the park or cross there at the caboose?
I'd probably try through the park first.
Okay.
If I were you.
Okay,
Okay.
can do. Thank you.
Thank
Have a good
you.
one.
You too.
Everybody go to Shady Valley.
So that kind of presence, and glad they're able to do that here. Line workers, heroes!
We love our line
We
workers.
love you! We love our first responders! Yay! Y'all are awesome! Woo!
All right. Okay. Trees down. Water was over the road.
So the river overflowed its banks. I don't know if y'all can see that, but there's a river over there. Lots of trees down, lots and lots. Damascus Park. Okay. More emergency vehicles, first responders, lots of people set up. Oh good, they've got shower trailers.
Oh, good.
So we had shower trailers set up at home, but they lost electricity and couldn't use them. So hopefully the electricity will be back on. We are on day, let's see, electricity went out on Friday. So Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. This is day 4 for my husband and I not to have electricity or water or internet. Cell service is patchy at best. Google Fi Wireless, T-Mobile, those are both down completely. And Verizon is getting pretty good service. Most of the time it is patchy. So you may be in a call and drop out and then it pick up again. But by and large right now, Verizon, they've got the best coverage, most stable. Is here in Damascus, and we don't have that at home. We have not seen FEMA, and we have not seen TEMA. What we have is a Red Cross shelter, and then we've got some fire department chaplains that are in. The church is trying to do a soup line. We've got 400 people a day that they're feeding. So this whole area is really suffering. Got some trees down over here on the left.
Yeah, all downtown Damascus is blocked off. We got the roads closed. closed.
Just driving on through here. So, really, we're just hoping we can get home through this route. The police officer seemed very optimistic, so we'll see. This usually driving through Damascus to Virginia, going to Abingdon, usually about 30-40 minutes. It's definitely going to take us longer than that today. So this may be kind of a long little video here, but I want people to be able to see.
Did I lose you? Yeah, I did.
Already? Okay.
That was quick.
Okay, so case in point about the cell phone coverage, someone just called my husband and we lost him that fast. But if we wait a few minutes, it might pick up. Part of that is due to the terrain right through here, but we have had cell phone service through here before. And we have trees down to the left and to the right. You can see where they've been over the road right here. Careful. More trees coming up. And just to let everyone know, we are in the van because it's got a high ground clearance. And we have just made a trip to Bristol, Tennessee to get supplies for the soup kitchen. We are not out joyriding, nor do we recommend it. And this is an unprecedented event, and it's not one anybody ever thinks about because you're up in the mountains, so how often do you expect towns all throughout Southwest Virginia, Western North Carolina, and Northeast Tennessee flooding, and flooding in a magnificently bad way? You know, we were always raised to believe that our mountains protected us from a lot of bad weather because that's true, they really do, but you see what we've got going on right now. More trees down.
And power lines down.
Power lines on, I started to say power lines on the ground. So the other day I was driving to a church to help out. That was Sunday, and even though the storm came through like Friday, there was power lines still on the ground, and I was just holding my breath about those. Because you know, you come to a power line and you're like, okay, do I follow everybody else and drive over it? Or do I stop and maybe have a little panic attack about it? I didn't know what to do, so everybody else was going and that's what I did. So it was this drive that I took on Sunday normally would take about an hour and 20 minutes, but instead it took a little over 2 hours. So I was late, but they forgave me. I hit no less than 5 detours. So I was getting really nervous because I didn't want to make them mad by being late. Okay, the picnic area looks okay relatively. Okay, somebody literally is camping in their van down by the river. Down by the river in a van. Y'all can look that up if you don't get the reference.
And here's Backbone Rock.
Now we are going through the shortest tunnel in the world. That's what people call this. Boom, we're done.
Yep.
On the other side of the tunnel.
No guardrail.
Yeah. No, no guardrail reminds me of Alaska, on the Alaska Highway. I like my guardrails. It makes me feel more secure when I'm driving. I like it.
Yeah, it does. Actually.
Yeah. Okay, so it looks like we can go through here. For a while, about a day and a half, 2 days, we didn't have a way in or out of where we live because the roads were blocked. Part of it got washed away in the flood going to Boone, North Carolina. That just section of the road just isn't there anymore. And then the other way was coming through here. You couldn't get through here because of down trees and debris, and you couldn't get through downtown Damascus because we couldn't show you because they wouldn't let us over there. But the normal route, most of the road has washed away on that. So on the third route, it was down power lines, down trees, things like that. So we were cut off from the world for at least a day and a half to 2 days. And then yesterday, I came through. Sorry, Sunday, I came through. Wait a minute, that was yesterday.
It was yesterday. It's been a very busy couple of days.
Okay, so yesterday is when I came through and there was power lines and some trees down. Now, it did, coming back home, I will say, it took me way longer than 2 hours to get back home. Partially because they had to close a section of the road again because it was still raining. And so what happened then, the ground was already saturated because we had a storm system that came in. Helene came in right at the back of it and dumped more rain. And then yesterday it started raining again. And I don't know if you could tell, but this pavement is mostly wet from where it was raining a little while ago. So what happens is when the ground gets really saturated, the trees are just the roots are just holding on to almost nothing because it's just it just is like almost hydroponics is the way it was explained to me. And so they go over. And to give you an idea what we're up against as far as trees falling, we are talking oaks, walnut, maple, sapler, poplar, and not your Bradford pears and your pine and so forth. So it's not something that's ever happened again up here, and I pray that it never does.
They have cut a lot of trees off of this road.
Yeah. We got trees down on both sides of the road over here. You can see some of it on the road. I can't really angle the camera to get it, but off to the left here, there's several trees that have been cut. And I think we've crossed back into Tennessee.
I'm not sure. We're definitely in the Cherokee National Forest. I saw the sign for that. I don't know if we crossed the state line or not.
I think we did, because I think the Cherokee National Forest is all in Tennessee.
Oh, I think you're right.
And Pisgah is in North Carolina.
I think you're right.
And I just drew a blank on the other one. Anyway, somebody can look that up and tell us. And here we are right through here. We got trees down everywhere.
Yeah.
Anybody need firewood?
Oops.
Oh,
Sorry.
we're in the van. Thankfully, this van is a commercial vehicle, so it does really, really well against obstacles. We actually had a tree fall on it. Go figure. It hit the nose of the van, more trees down.
Yep.
So it hit the nose of the van. I about panicked because I really like the van. This is my van life van, so I live out of it part of the time. I use it for mission trips, and believe it or not, the van was okay. I didn't have a broken windshield. The The solar panel was fine. I just was staring at it. We backed it off of the tree, and I was just staring at it in disbelief, and he was too, thinking, how did we get by without damage? So I'm really glad we didn't. So because we got by without damage, we're able to use the van to go get supplies for places like the soup line that we couldn't have if it had been damaged. I'm really glad to be able to do that. Trees. Personally, I don't think trees should be playing in the road.
No, I don't think so either.
They,
But there were a great many of them, weren't there?
way too many. So what do you all think about this? If you're still watching this, leave me a comment, and don't forget to give me a like on the video, because that's really going to help. Because the more people that there are that see this video, the more that somebody is likely to help. And now there are churches in Damascus, churches in North Carolina, all around Boone, Asheville, Mountain City, Tennessee, Abingdon, Virginia, that are taking donations. The Red Cross is also taking donations, as is Feeding America. If you give it to a church, though, 100% of it is going to go to where you want it to go. Not saying it wouldn't for other organizations, but they have overhead, and when you donate to a church is already covering that overhead. So it's typical for all of that donation to go wherever you want it to go. I'm not saying it doesn't for the others, but they have overhead. So most places, though, as far as churches, will not take Venmo or PayPal. So if you want to help that way, and you want to help in my area or this area, contact me and we'll work it out. We'll come up with something. If you want to help, we'll make it happen some way. What else do you need? You need food, and water is a huge thing. So gift cards would be great.
Gift cards.
You can send gift cards, like gift cards to Sam's or Walmart. You can send those directly to a church by email. That would be good. It's another way to help. And I don't know if you can tell online, but as we drive through here, none of these houses have lights on. None of them. And so that's a sign that they don't have electricity. Which matches our experience at home, because we don't have it either. show people how you can get through from Damascus to points southeast. And I really appreciate you hanging in with me if you're still here. So what we've just done is we have driven from Damascus through the area called Backbone Rock and into Shady Valley.
Guess what? Now we get to go across the snake.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't realize we were going across the snake.
About half of it, yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay, you all, right? So, US 421 also encompasses the snake. So, we're going to be on that. And I really don't like this road. So, I am going to essentially stop the video right here. And I'm going to do one just on the snake.